Most people think power comes from being loud, rich, or ruthless. But what if I told you that true power, real, lasting power, comes from thinking smarter, from knowing when to speak, when to stay silent, and when to strike? What if your mind could become your greatest weapon? What if you could walk into any room, any situation, and know exactly what to say, when to act, and how to win, without even raising your voice? That's what this video is about. Not tricks, not magic, but real, powerful intelligence. The kind that changes how you move in the world. And it all starts with a man named Machiavelli. Niccolò Machiavelli was born in Italy in 1469. He worked as a government official and a writer during a time when kings, armies, and cities were always fighting for power. He saw how people got power, how they kept it, and how they lost it. And what he learned shocked a lot of people. He wrote a book called The Prince. But this wasn't a book about kindness or honesty. This was a book about how the world really works when it comes to power. He said things no one else dared to say. He didn't tell people to always be good. He told them how to be smart. Here's what he believed. First, he said, if you want to succeed, you need two things, skill and luck. But here's the twist. He said luck is not always in your control. It comes and goes. But skill, that's something you can build. He called it virtù. It means courage, boldness, and knowing how to act at the right time. If you only depend on luck, you will lose when the world changes. But if you train your mind, if you stay sharp and ready, you can grab opportunity when it shows up. Machiavelli also said something very important. Be a lion and a fox. What does that mean? The lion is strong, brave. It fights off enemies, but it can walk into traps. The fox is clever. It sees danger before it happens, but it can't fight off wolves. So, Machiavelli said, if you want to survive, you must be both, brave and smart, strong and careful. That's real intelligence. Let's say you're in a tough situation, at work, in life, in a relationship. You feel pressure. Maybe someone's lying to you. Maybe people are trying to take what's yours. What do? Machiavelli says, don't panic. Don't react with emotion. Be calm. Watch. Think. Then act. Quick and clear. That's how you win. Not by screaming, not by begging, but by choosing the perfect moment and doing what needs to be done. He also warns about being too nice. That's right. He says being too generous can hurt you. If you give too much, people start expecting more, and when you stop, they get angry. So instead of being loved, you get hated. Machiavelli says it's better to be respected, even feared, than to be taken for granted. That might sound cold, but it's not about being cruel. It's about not letting people use you. And here's another lesson he gives. Don't trust flatterers, people who always agree with you, who tell you what you want to hear. Be careful. They might be trying to control you or hide something. A smart person always keeps people around who tell the truth, even if it's hard to hear. Now, let's talk about decision-making. Machiavelli says, make decisions fast when the time is right, but don't rush. Think first, watch the patterns, then strike. People respect those who move with purpose, not confusion. He also believed in studying the past. Why? Because history repeats. If you understand how leaders rose and fell in the past, you can see the warning signs in your own life. You can see betrayal coming. You can notice when someone is being fake. That's intelligence. That's power. Some people think Machiavelli was evil, that he told people to lie or cheat. But here's the truth. He wasn't trying to make you a villain. He was trying to make you strong in a world that doesn't always play fair. He believed that if you have to do something harsh, do it once and do it fast. Don't drag it out. Don't make people suffer slowly. If something must be done, rip the bandage off. Then move on and start building again. People will forget a quick pain, but slow pain creates hate. And here's a big one. Don't show all your cards. Don't tell everyone what you're thinking. Let them guess. Keep your power close. Be kind, but don't be open about everything. Control your emotions. Be calm when others panic. When they lose control, you stay solid. That's how people start to follow you. That's how they see you as a leader. Let me give you a picture. Imagine walking into a room where everyone is loud, emotional, and fighting. But you walk in, calm, silent, watching. Everyone feels your presence. You don't need to say much. You just know exactly what to do. That's what Machiavelli teaches. Silent power. Intelligence that doesn't need to shout. He also says this: change with the times. The world won't stay the same. Sometimes you must be flexible. What worked yesterday won't work tomorrow. The smart person watches the signs and adapts. Stay sharp. Don't get stuck. Machiavelli also talked about leading people. He said, be careful how you use power. If you rule with fear, make sure it's clean and fast. But if you can win people's respect, do that first. Don't let people love you too much. They may turn on you when you stop giving. But don't make them hate you either. Stay in the middle. Balanced, focused, respected. And here's the final lesson. Train your mind every day. Don't just react to life. Think, plan, ask questions. Why did this person say that? What's their real goal? Is this action helping me or trapping me? That's how powerful intelligence works. Not loud, not showy, but sharp. Always thinking, always watching, always ready. So, if you've ever felt weak, ignored, or used, if you've been too nice for too long, or if you just want to level up your mind, remember this. You don't have to be cruel to be strong. You don't have to shout to be heard. You just need to think like a fox, stand like a lion, and act like a master of your own life. That's what Machiavelli gives us. Not fear, not hate, but mental freedom. The power to move smarter, live sharper, and win with your mind. And once you start thinking this way, once you see people's games and the world's tricks, you'll never be the same again. You'll be calm, you'll be clear, and you'll be powerfully intelligent.